this album. Porches are a band that broke out in 2016 with their Pools album. I thought the single, Be Apart, was good. I was like, okay, this album should be pretty good. I liked the track. I thought it was pretty nice and upbeat and chill. And then the album officially came out, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And I'd seen that Pitchfork give it a really good review, and this was back when I cared more about their opinion than I do now. And I say that because, you know, a lot of the time they'll put out a best new music and then it's like an album like this, and I'm just like, oh, no. Pools was a really boring album, man. It was just so flaccid. It was so energyless. I don't even know if that's right, but it was that. I mean, it just had nothing to it. I keep calling it Pools, but it's actually Pool. And either way, it was still really boring. So I didn't really have much expectations for this new album, The House. Even though the first track leading into this album, like the opening track, I was like, okay, this is alright. I'm fine with this, even though the opening part of the song is a bit like ear grinding with the auto-tune, but the rest of the song is pretty good. It's got a decent beat, but everything else, I barely remember. I appreciate that they're going for this sound, they're sticking at it, they're not just doing like really sugary, like over the top indie pop, synth pop tracks like Passion Pit that are just so sugary and so bombastic that are a bit ear-achy to listen to. Like, they are sticking to a very subtle sound, but it just doesn't pop at all. It doesn't pop out in any kind of significant way. There's no colour to it. It's just really, I don't know, it's just lifeless. And then the last few tracks, like towards the end of this album, there's just ridiculous amount of auto-tune on his vocals. I rarely ever like auto-tune. Rarely. And it's just so bad on the last few songs. I can't get with it all. And the thing is, like, he's not a great singer anyway, this guy. Like on the track Country, I think that's kind of proof there. He's not a great singer, but I think he's trying to use it to his advantage, honestly. It's not like it's terrible to listen to. I think it works in the favour for like a ballad, like on a track like Country. But when he just slathers it all in auto-tune, I'm just ready to just turn it off or skip it, like on W Longing. It's just horrific. Now the Water is a track that I will say is a standout. I think the beat on this one is really good with like the percussion like snapping in. I think it does sound actually really quite good. And the vocal melody throughout as well is really good on the majority of this track. I think it's actually really catchy. It's probably the only standout track where I'm like actually can pick out something that really works, where the vocals are like da 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 da. It does stick in your head quite a bit, and it's a shame that the majority of this album wasn't able to do that at all. And other than that, there's really nothing to report here. I find it's incredibly dull throughout, aside from maybe the opening track and Now the Water. Everything else is either badly auto-tuned singing, or it's just really empty synth pop that has like nothing to it. It's like, oh man, if you like took away all the melodies that like Wild Nothing were able to capture on their stuff, or like the excitement that like, and the eccentricity like an orchestral maneuvers in the dark would bring to the table, like if you took those elements away, that's kind of like this album really. I'm not really saying that they have to be like really bright and like poppy like Churches are, who are a pretty good band, but I don't know, I feel like there's nothing to this that makes them stand out in any significant way, which makes me a bit confused as to how they're rising. Like, they are quite a popular group right now. I'm just not really sure what it is about them that people are picking out that's like really good. Yeah, I'm struggling there, honestly. I don't really see much to this album. Let me know what you think if you've heard it though. It's easy like D- for me. It's just not something I'll ever return to. Again, if you've heard it, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews if you did enjoy this review. And that's it. Have a good day. Have a good day.